And here we are, Monday morning, the 19th of June, just so that you can keep track of the chronological order, how behind, foot off right now. Yeah, usually I don't allow her to drink from, public bowls unless I put, fresh water. Yeah, she's looking for kebab and I'm looking for coins. No luck on either end. So yeah, I think you will see this video sometime in August already. So yeah, more information regarding my job. So I said, let's today cover how you can actually get a job in a public sector. So there are, let's say, 4 different ways of getting a job. So the first one is so-called internal. If you have, any vacancies, any job openings, you at first look inside of your own organization. If you have any personnel that they want to switch jobs, or perhaps even get a job that is better paid. And yeah, so it's internal search, and only people who are already employed at that specific organization can apply. If this is not successful, you can go with option B, and with option B is public search. I have already explained you in the past how I applied several times, especially with the police, Ministry of Interior, regarding their public calls, public job openings. And basically, usually in Slovenia is that you have to apply if you fulfill the minimum criteria for the job opening. You are then invited to some sort of test, or some sort of process to weed out the candidates. If there are a lot of candidates, usually it's a 2-tier process. So first you have a written exam, and based on the results of the written exam, then the usually top 5, top 10 are then invited to the oral exam or interview. So yeah, that's the number 2 option. And number 3 option is so-called direct employment, or employment, direct search. Basically, it's a headhunting procedure. So basically it will be, let's say, some department in some organization needs someone to fulfill a specific role, to fill a specific position, vacant position in their organization, in their department. which has a very specific and narrow field, let's say, of potential applicants due to combination of required education and previous experience and so forth. And this is usually for higher ranking positions or higher grades in the public service. So basically, public calls are mainly for lower grades or entry positions, whilst quite a lot of higher grades are allowed for direct employment. And then of course the last option, the fourth one, it's through politics. For example, here in Slovenia, let's say you have a prime minister. He appoints a minister for some specific. Number 2. We'll be right back. Evidence collected. So yeah, he appoints a minister to cover a certain area, basically a head of a certain ministry. And the minister, of course, can appoint his own cabinet, and they are basically then employed as a civil servant. And usually, of course, they are people who minister thinks that they will work, let's say, highly efficient, and they will have, the best possible relationships. And of course, a lot of times, people in the cabinet are, party members. And this, of course, is quite usual around the world. And here in Slovenia, this, let's say, we call this employment based on the zaupanje. It's based on the trust of the minister. So their employment is directly linked to the mandate of the certain minister. So basically, let's say if the minister resigns or is, he loses his job, his post due to whatever, all the mandates of the people that he or she brought with him, with her, into the ministry, they lose their jobs. And of course, this is not only for minister, or this also goes for prime minister and let's say president of National Assembly and so forth, and president of the Republic. Oh, alright. And yeah, and of course, quite a lot of times, these people who are employed, temporarily, will stay in the system in the public system, because they will apply for some newly opened position or newly vacant position inside of the organization, ministry, and based on their experience, they were, working directly for minister, they easily qualified for such positions, and they stay inside of the system. And yeah, so in my case, currently I have got already, got in my time, I have experienced all first three of the four possible ways to get into the public sector, public service. And yeah, the only political way isn't hasn't been tried before. Well, I would have to be in the political party for that option, but yeah. So I'm not. Okay. And yeah, if you're wondering how current, I was basically directly approached and asked if I interested in this certain position, and I said yes. Okay, that's it.